At some point in these 11 weeks, you're going to come across a week or a topic that is just not your thing. Maybe it's hostessing, and you think, well, Amy's a far better hostess than I am. That's just not my thing. Or sharing the gospel is a big one that people tend to think is not my thing. That's somebody else's thing. For me, that thing that is not my thing is serving. And yet I was tasked with writing the why we should serve portion of the study guide. And I really stressed about that. And I read over Isaiah 58 that you're studying today over and over and over and prayed and prayed and prayed. And what God really struck me with was the beginning phrases of that passage. It talks about spending ourselves on behalf of the homeless and the hungry and the oppressed. It talks about our lives as if they are a currency. And I realize that if my life is a currency, then I am the biggest Ebenezer Scrooge style miser on the planet. And I need to do something to change that. I need to be out. I need to be out in my community. I need to be spending myself on behalf of the people around me. It's so easy for me to be focused on the gospel that I think cleaning a park or organizing a food drive, well, that's kind of that could be like a waste of time because it's not directly sharing the gospel with someone. But in Isaiah 58, it's clear that we are to be serving and acting out the gospel. When we meet people where they are, when we accept them the way they are, and yet we spend ourselves on their behalf to make a better way forward for them, that prepares their hearts to someday hear that same gospel about a loving heavenly Father that met them where they are, accepts them the way they are, and spent himself on the cross on their behalf to make a better way forward for them. My goal in this chapter and my prayer is twofold. Obviously, that you'll be encouraged to get out and serve. But secondly, for you to really see that Amy and I, we're not perfect. We all have our weeks that are not going to be our thing. But we can grow together. We can not close off and just decide something is not what we're good at. Instead, we can invite Jesus into those areas so that we don't miss some really great opportunities to love our neighbors and to serve our community.